Στη σελήνη όχι, να μην πάνε στη σελήνη. ΣΕΛΗΝΗ. Η μητέρα παρακαλεί να μην συμβεί το μοιραίο του θανάτου, γιατί κάτι τέτοιο θα ωφελήσει τη σελήνη. Ο χορός καλεί να έρθουν οι θεοί στη γη και μαζί και η μητέρα. Οι σοπράνο παρακαλούν. Η μητέρα που ήρθε παρακαλά τον Άρη να μην αφήσει να συμβεί η μοίρα, να μην υπάρξει θάνατος. Η ημαρμένη, το αναπόφευκτο της μοίρας, είναι εδώ, ζει και έρχεται στη γη. Όλη αυτή την ώρα στο λευκό πανί βλέπουμε δύο γυναικείες φιγούρες αντικριστά και στη μέση τη γη. Φαίνεται κάτι σαν ένα άστρο, ένα πάρα πολύ φωτεινό αντικείμενο που πλησιάζει τη γη. Η ημαρμένη ζει και έχει ένα όνειρο και έρχεται στη γη. Αμέσως μια εικόνα της γης στο διάστημα εμφανίζεται στο λευκό πανί και πλήθος αστεριών την πλαισιώνουν. Το φωτεινό αντικείμενο που βλέπαμε πριν πάνω από αυτή τώρα φαίνεται να προσγειώνεται στη γη με μεγάλη ταχύτητα ενώ ταξιδεύει. Οι δύο σοπράνο συνεχίζουν την παράκληση στη μητέρα. Το movement κλείνει με μια ευχή: να μην συμβεί ο θάνατος. Το πεπρωμένο που δεν δύναται να αποφευθεί θα πραγματοποιηθεί. Το πεπρωμένο όμως δεν είναι μόνο μη αναπόφευκτο, αλλά και προκαθορισμένο. Ίσως αναφέρεται έμεσα σε μια προφητεία που θα εκπληρωθεί και η οποία εκπλήρωση θα λάβει χώρα μετά από μια περίοδο πολέμου, καταστροφών και συμπαντικών μορφών. Αρμαγεδόν, αποκάλυψη. Αλλά και κάτι ακόμα πολύ παράξενο. Η γη μας εμφανίζεται ως εικόνα αντεστραμμένη. Ο παγωμένος νότιος πόλος εμφανίζεται στο βορρά, σαν να γύρισε η γη ανάποδα.
Some have speculated that this decrease in the Earth's magnetic field strength may be a sign of the Earth's polarity flipping. Okay, that is the north and south pole magnetic poles changing position.
When the poles flip, north becomes south and compass needles reverse.
They could be bigger and more immediate than the threat of global warming, they say. Earth's magnetic field, which acts as our protective shield in space, has a hole in it. And that could put a lot of our earthly functions at risk. Dr. Michio Kaku, professor and author of the book Physics of the Impossible, is back with us. Professor, how are you? And good morning to you.
Glad to be on the show.
Thanks. Twice in 1 week, man. It's bonus hour. What is this solar shield?
Well, every 11 years, the sun has a temper tantrum. It releases a shock wave, a tsunami of radiation that could wipe out communication, weather satellites, GPS, spy satellites, you name it, it's up there in outer space.
So you're saying that my BlackBerry won't work?
The internet, box, television, cable, satellite TV, all of it could get wiped out around 2012. That's when we have the peak of the sunspot cycle. That's when the sun's magnetic field flips. North Pole and South Pole flip, releasing a shock wave of radiation, which will then hit the Earth minutes later, potentially wiping out a good chunk of our satellite communications. We're watching it very carefully now.
Well, Doc, this happens how often, you say?
Every 11 years.
Well,
However,
why an 11-year cycle?
it takes 11 years for the magnetic field of the sun to build up enough intensity to begin the flip process, because it slowly revolves in a circle. It's like winding up the windings of a clock. If you wind up the mainspring of a clock too much, it boing, comes out of control. Same thing with the sun's magnetic field. It literally flips every 11 years, releasing a shock wave of radiation, and that means we have to start to think about reinforcing our satellites, building redundant systems, because it means that GPS, the power grid, weather satellites, communication satellites, satellite television, all of that could get disrupted, peaking around 2012.
So your point is we can't do anything about it in space, but we can do something back here on Earth.
That's right.
But backup systems, are companies really doing that?
Well, they're going to have to do it, because see, we scientists made a mistake. We thought that the next cycle was going to be quiet. Well, some of our data was off by a factor of 20, and that's why we're issuing this alert now. We made a mistake. The next cycle, peaking around 2012, will be much more serious than we previously thought. Now, in the past, we dodged the bullet, because we didn't have that many satellites up there 11, 22 years ago. Back in 1990, we didn't have that many space satellites.
Well, that makes sense to me. But, you know, I'm listening to you talk, I'm thinking, why 2K? I'm thinking it's just a tactic that put a lot of fear in a lot of people. It may have gotten us ready, but there was really no danger in the end.
Well, let's hope that it's a dud. Let's hope that nothing happens. However, what if our communication systems are wiped out? Billions of economic activity could be jeopardized.
Do you think anyone's taking this seriously?
I think we're going to have to. The physicists are now sounding the alert. We made the mistake. We made the wrong projection. The next solar cycle will be more intense than previously thought, and an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Now's the time to begin to create redundant systems, reinforce our satellites, build backup systems.
All right. Michio Kaku, the word is out. You know, if you render my BlackBerry useless, that's okay. I'm here loud. Do that for a while, and we'll bring it back. Okay. Thank you, Doctor. Nice to know.
Εφήχθη Υιό με τον Δία. Θεέ Δία, έλα εδώ. Υιό ήδη έφτασε με το Δία.
We see the intense clash between these charged particles and the magnetic field as the aurora, or northern lights. But if you see nature's light show in your neighborhood, it could be a warning sign of imminent catastrophe.
Ai! Que é aquilo? Com cores. Tomás dos xixi.
O que é que há lá naquela zona? O que é que há naquela zona, claro?